That's why Mom and I switched and saved with Geico.
You sound like a Geico commercial.
This is a Geico commercial. Geico. You could save too. Don't be afraid. It's just savings.
Starts with a feeling, and you ride it like a wave. Crash into the sparks can come together. Don't need a reason why the universe was made. It goes on and on and on and on forever. And it's a long fight on this battle star where we fight for love no matter where we are. Oh, 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 oh. And there's a big
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams have every intention of walking out of today's game with win number 4 on the season. It's the Seahawks going up against the Rams.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Wilson, the tight end, goes in motion. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
Dancing to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off at the 48. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And a great spot to start this drive from here. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Gave a glimpse of his power that time. And then brought down at the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Second down, here's Fournette. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Woods, the receiver, in motion right. third down, Fournette. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on third down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And on 2nd and 10 now. They go play action. Bridgewater escaping the pressure right. Open man is Amara Darboh, complete. We give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in there early and often.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And the Rams have got it back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Following the fumble recovery, Watson flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing again is Watson. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss. A first down screen pass, good for 5.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you can take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
A good pickup there at 22.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. To throw, Bridgewater. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
So the D-line's going to spread out. On play action, it's Bridgewater. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Sean Davis with a pick.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
After the interception, here's Watson. Looking for his receiver, Sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Man, this is up and good to make it 7-3. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Space to maneuver at the 40. Fournette fighting through. It's a foot race. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. A huge play that time for the Rams. 57 yards on the ground. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now it's Watson. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Lucas. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
We got
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll go with a big bank Fournette, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are in for 6. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They go to Elliott again. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Second down, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The tight end, Luke Wilson, was the target, and it's 3rd and 5.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have, it's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Now Bridgewater. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. A gain of 11 and a 1st down. There they run with a backup. The This is Thomas Rawls. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Let's go. Forward. Forward. Tagger. Tagger. Forward. Forward. Tagger. Forward. Forward. Tagger. Tagger. Let's go. Forward. Tagger. Tagger. Tagger.
On second down, Rawls. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. The Seahawks send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Here's a Los Angeles off.
So we have the game up here. I just got home from work, and I got a minute, so I am checking this game out. I haven't seen Alvin play too much. We'll see what goes on here. Shane's been frustrated to a degree, so I don't know how he's going to hold up throughout this game. I imagine that if a game goes well for Shane, then he'll play all right. Otherwise, it could get a little weird.
As they get set to take possession. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Okay, we got 4. We got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Hurry up.
They'll run it again with Fournette. Room here to run. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
A lot of running room there on the pitch.
13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
You can see some big holes on pitches if you don't over turbo yourself, and then if you blitz from the wrong side there, that can get you kind of caught up in some trouble. So I think that might have been Alvin's problem there. You got to be really good on the user D there. Shane patiently plotting his way down the field here with Fournette, who has 10 carries for 96 yards on the day.
Call it 8 yards, and it's second and 2.
Turn the volume up here a little bit. Shane has that out route there to the left. It looks like I would hit that pretty hard here. Depending upon the coverage, but he is totally that's in instead.
This is Shepard on the catch.
Shane rolls out too much, in my opinion. He does it a lot. It's constant.
Sometimes you just have to know when to leave.
Can work for you occasionally, but it can be a quick turnover there if somebody just gets their hands up.
Still accurate throwing the football.
See what Alvin's got. I don't know how his defense is. Cover 3 press is okay, but you can give up big plays. You play off. I don't know. I'll have to see here on Alvin's D.
Fournette, a first down carry.
Takes a horrible route there. And that's why you got to be careful kind of rushing up the gut like that. If you're not totally committed to filling that hole and the guy goes outside, you can have that happen on you. So, good carry there. Shane had a big 4th down conversion here. We got got some delay in the game, it looks like. Back. I don't know whose feed this even is, but a shift to the left there is a good move by Alvin. Shane hit that wheel route. I don't run that a lot, but I know some of you guys that do. Gotta be careful there.
Quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go.
It's Shane's feed here.
He wasn't really going through
I
progressions.
think the feed looks pretty good. I'm guessing. I'm only watching on the
They'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very
broadcaster
quickly to
here. I
the
don't know
football.
what it looks like on the full screen. Maybe full screen it up here.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
It's nice and smooth at least. It's not super high quality, but it's okay.
Here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Can't sacrifice your game quality for the output there, you know. So I definitely recommend turning down the quality if you're having problems with the Twitch.
After this timeout.
3rd and inches is a great spot to be in here. I wouldn't think. I mean, you'd have to be boneheaded. Alvin's gonna call the. I mean, you can power this to either side here. Probably pick up the first. He's got it all bunched up the middle. It looks like it's a stop, but
he's going to be taken down right at the line.
That was a first down.
To convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
3rd and inches, they just handed to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a 1st down.
This is just a little user game here, a chess match. It's basically comes down to what holes Alvin fills and then where he runs to, unless he's going to throw it, which would be surprising. Just got to be sharp here. And there is no hole filled there at all. That is bad D by Alvin. He runs cover and does not send anybody there, it looks like. Shane goes up now 10 points. 17-7 Seattle here on week 6 of season 4. We just kicked off. Guess how he got his 7 pick 6? That's my guess. In the chat there. It could be worse. It could be a fumble return for 6 or a kickoff return, but I guess we'll just go with straight pick 6.
They were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016,
I guess another long shot would be some type of retarded rollout.
20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
And this one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points.
Alvin here. Let's see what he's got. Shane looks like he's in some type of base cover 4. It's cover 3. You can see that instantly out of the defense. And this is a lob in 2 dudes. Alvin's lucky he didn't force a turnover.
Samuel, the one he was looking for.
Yeah, pick 6. My first guess, I got it. Alvin's real lucky on that toss that wasn't picked. The safety in the middle of the field had his head turned around there when that ball's in the air. You know, a lot of guys think that the balls are overthrown in this game, and they're really not. It's the ball's just it has to be in the air for that long if you're going to throw a 20 or 30 yard pass. Nobody has the type of arm strength to keep a ball down. You know, the physics are so good today.
On 2nd down, Elliott, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
I feel like we've also had a little bit of
so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8.
The running game has changed a bit in Madden 18. It's a little harder to break all these tackles. So you don't see all these ridiculously long touchdown runs unless people screw shit up.
They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Play action now. Bridgewater.
Shane was. I don't know there. That's a wide open pick for Shane there, and he just doesn't hit Y. I guess I don't know. Maybe he was second guessing it, but I mean it looked like Shane was going to lurk that one real hard, and he didn't. Oh boy, this might be a touchdown. No, it's an interception, underthrown there.
Good positioning, and it's picked
you know, you take your chances there.
as his guys will get the football back. So now here are the Rams.
Cover 3 is perfectly good D versus that type of cover, that type of offensive set. I love to run cover 3 against the trips formations. It's really disruptive, and you have that up the sideline, but it's really ineffective. St. almost got a safety.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
$30 seconds to go here. Seattle's got 2 timeouts. I'm gonna run the wham here, maybe. I don't know. Yep, just gonna run the wham. And you can break that big if people screw up.
The 5 to the 6-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go. Blue 90.
Watson now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a 1st down.
Miss a play. I'm trying to run. Trying to get an advanced clock on our feed here. It's taking me a lot of background work here. It's driving me fucking crazy. I love this play. I don't have it in my playbook here. You do have the in is good, and then you do have the deep post, but Shane is going to throw a pick there. That's totally boneheaded. I mean, he's in the cover 3 buzz there, and that wasn't open. Saving grace is it's almost like a punt, but if Alvin gets away with some stupid shit play here and like gets a field goal, he's going to feel bad about that.
And the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying,
oh wow, I didn't know he's this close. Well, if you're Alvin here, you got to strike hard. He could come out with a run, but you probably want to throw it here first. We'll see what he goes with. If I'm Shane, I would play the pass. You kind of have to. Shane is going to play the run on the defensive line, and that's not really what Alvin's looking for. I think Alvin's looking for. He's going to run no huddle here. This is stupid. He's got a timeout, and he's going to call a timeout and maybe kick a field goal here.
And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt.
You used to be able to make these in season 1, and that could be big right there. You never know.
Just enough on it. So we come upon halftime here in Southern California with the Rams on top as we will send you eastward to Orlando and
yeah, I mean, if he can keep it kind of close here, Alvin, that could come back to bite Shane. We'll see.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
3rd quarter here, we are picking it up, and
take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
See what Shane comes out with.
The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation,
I do like some of these vertical sets, honestly.
Change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more. with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they
It's a
do
good
just
pickup
that.
on the first
Give
down.
him
Shane is
11
4
yards
for
that
9 with
time
2
in the new
picks, so that's
set of
not
downs.
fantastic, but
And after that completion,
gotta make a
you
couple
can understand why
completions
so many
and get on the
teams in
right track
league
there.
Are emphasizing speed on defense at every position.
Get
The
some
tight
momentum,
ends have created
maybe
so
run a
many
couple
tough
screens or
matchups
something.
now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
A carry here, he breaks a tackle, can't make
Just
too
gets
much
to
of
the
it, but
35 after
it's a good
showcasing his tough
start.
running. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
6:15 to go here in the third quarter. Shane's coming out, and he's got some bunches here to the right. Alvin's playing off coverage there on the left wide receiver. I'd take advantage of that
And the
immediately.
wideout in motion. Again, it's Fournette. And maybe
And
a
that's
measure
a-
of revenge there. He's had his way in this one,
Oh,
but this time
oh,
they
what
get
goes
him
on there?
behind the
Oh, it's a
line.
draw play, and
They'll
Alvin
wind up
blows it
losing
up.
4 yards on the play. And that's going to
So-
lead to a 3rd and 11. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Shane coming back out. He's got bunch of shit over there to the right, but this play here is only going to be cover 2.
Throwing on 3rd down.
He's going to have Y open, but he's
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
it's cover 3
No
there.
second
Yeah,
guessing
so
the
that
call
play with
here.
the
It was
in,
3rd
you got the
and long, so
in,
throwing the football was
you got the
probably
post,
the smart play
and
to
those
try
are
and pick
both,
it up.
you know, versus
But they
cover
don't
3 with
get it,
that
and now the
vertical
defense
streak
goes
there.
off the field feeling momentum as
You
they
really don't
force them
have a
into
lot of
likely
options
punting
on that
situation.
play, so I don't like that because it's really a one-dimensional type of play
On
call.
is the punter,
You don't
Heckers.
have
He
a
gets this one
good
away. And no return
10-yard
here.
throw
Where
there
will they
for
spot it?
cover
They say
3.
just outside the 20-yard line. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store.
Yeah, I
with
mean,
their
definitely,
first possession
definitely.
of the
Like I said, if you go
second
look at that
half.
play
They were able to
again,
get the stop defensively, and
you'll
now a
see that
chance
you
to
had
turn
like the
that
little
into
in,
points on the
5
offensive
yards,
end.
and then
Can you
there's the
imagine what
post to
grease
hit.
board looks like
There's cover
into
3,
half?
which is a sideline type of
That's
vulnerable
exactly what they
defense.
printed up.
You can't go anywhere on that play.
Defense, get the
You got the
ball
you got
back
the one wide
for
receiver on a
offense,
streak,
and go
unless you want to
downfield
throw
and
it
score
deep like
some points.
Omar.
Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the
The
first
cover
part
3, you
done
need to attack
Typically use grease
the
boards, or you
10 to
mean a
15-yard
magic
sideline
marker?
or the kind of or the flat. You know, you get a flat dump off a guy running 4 yards, you can turn into 11 pretty easily.
He's being a little careful, not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh,
That
without
was
a doubt,
close.
because protecting the football is
That could have been a
job one for
pick.
anyone who's carrying it, and that's exactly what he
It's a
tried to do on
shallow
that play, but it
post
didn't
there,
gain
so you
him
can
any
get those
yardage.
off occasionally,
Let's face
but
it, you can
a
run the
real
route tree
tight
as
window
many
to get it
times as
in.
you want, get
Shane
in
almost
sync,
makes a good pick
practice it,
there.
do all those things, but once you get to game speed, it doesn't
When
always
you go
time
back
up
to
quite
that
well.
Shane's
That one goes
play
into
there
play.
on 3rd down, he does have a halfback that goes out
The Seahawks
for a
on
dump
3rd
off,
down.
but there's
They've
nobody
converted
else on the
3
other side
out
of the
5
field,
thus far.
so there's no
This is
option.
3rd and 10.
You know, you got to, and cover 3 is a zone, so unless there's an option to cover somebody, that's
Halfback set
when
in
you,
motion.
like I said, you won't hit those flat zones.
On 3rd down,
And Alvin's going to run the same play again, it looks like, and he's
catch made
going to
right
hit
side
his
by Wilson.
tight end or something on the flat, and Shane is going to blow a tackle and give up a huge
Finally
play
goes
here.
down at the 23
He may have tried to hit
line.
stick there, and
A big play there on the catch and
that's
run.
almost the same play Alvin just
56
ran.
yards.
And he just gets away with a, he might have just dumped it off to the dragger out there, which is an option on cover 3. You know, if you know, the drag route against cover 3, it's always going to be open, usually somewhere.
10th carry now for Elliott. And a short
And
gain
man, that's a
here
bad
down to
run by
22.
Alvin. You can see there that he has the outside of the field, and he probably just over turbos that right into his own blocker. All he has to do is just hold that sticker to the outside there, and he's got a lot of room. He had some good blocking.
Hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was
He's
the same
got
case on
the
that
double
play.
flat. That's creative and cute. I do that occasionally too. You guard the hard flat and then the kind of the middle flat there with your
And able to
probably cover 4 or something, cover 9. So it's like a max coverage type of look.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad.
It's just a vulnerable play versus the run, so it's a good play versus the pass. So it's like your Mabel, your cover 3 Mabel. You got 2 linebackers that are covering the outside of the field. You'll see that Mabel look, and then we're able enough to go with that. It's over the middle.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive.
Crossfire 3, it's a good blitz. Stuff up the middle. I don't run it ever. I don't know why, but if I did run it, I would be the strong safety and come up, and I would use the middle of the field for sure. Shane going as a nose tackle. This is a good move. And he makes the right call there to slide left, but Alvin's line kind of bounces it a little outside there versus zone weak. That A set it can be good. I don't run a ton out of it. I do like the cover 4D against the run with fullbacks and shit. I don't really know what I do versus ace. I don't see it a lot.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. A give to Elliott. And he'll be stopped.
Shane's still down in the trenches. It's a good move. And for Seattle, calling no huddle here unless they have a money play in the bank right now. I don't like this at all because you really want to think about where you want to go here. Unless he's going to run it twice in a row.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
He gets it down there quite a ways. Shane does even hit him in the backfield there. Yeah, and he falls forward for like 50 yards. That was a ridiculous fall forward there, or truck by Elliott. Definitely a little surprised that Alvin even has the option to go for this. And if you're Shane here, looks a little long for a quarterback sneak, and then a pitch is going to be a touchdown. We'll see. Shane's. I'll tell you what, I have given up a very low amount of points in the last few games, and the ones that I have been quarterback sneaks. I have had people sneak.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
I mean, if this is Madden back in the day, you sneak this again. Oh, that's a horrible. That's a horrible carry there. He is hitting the backfield just fucking owned. HB Sting, nobody runs that. Nobody should run it. It's a terrible play call. You really have no options besides running your own players on the goal line. You got to call power or a pitch here. So good move by Shane, taking advantage of that nonsense. He's calling some spies, and Shane blows the tackle, and it's a good spin by Alvin. So you kind of have like that. There's the Madden chess match we see, and Shane fills the gap nicely, and he just blows that tackle, and then Alvin spins. So here we are, 17 apiece. It's a good game here. It's the 3rd quarter. Alvin's taking up a bunch of time there to get that done.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over.
I gotta sit myself up. I am falling asleep here. Yeah, Shane got a little screwed over with that fall forward by Elliott.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you gotta feel there's a sense of
Shane just runs right into the only defender on that side of the field. He had a lot of space to the left of that and inside.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Pressure will do it to you, though.
A big run, just a short one there, but guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8.
Alvin's got a bunch of guys on the side of the field here. This is a underneath drag here. RB is open, and Shane's going to hit it. That's a good play. That's what I'm talking about there. There's cover 3. Shane's got the post there in the middle. He's got another deep post. But then on the other side of the field, he's got a streak and then another little drag underneath. That cornerback takes that deep streak. You can look at that little 5-yard window underneath him, and it's going to be open all the time.
Into a pretty nice little gain. A handoff to Fournette. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
He didn't have a lot of places to go there. I don't know if I've called two draws in this game. I don't do a lot of draws. They take, runs in this game take a long time to develop. They take a long time to hand the ball off, and the draws just take fucking forever. But that being said, when people run on me, it usually does work. I do love this, the X guy on the wheel route, not for him, but as a disguise to open up a lot of other shit. Shane drops the ball there.
It's incomplete.
I don't know what that was. Looked like the possession caught it too. Looked like a pretty good toss from the booth here.
They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go.
3rd and 10. He's got the corner route over there to the right or left, and then he's gonna have. He had B, but now he's gonna scramble and end up where Shane likes to end up on the right side of the field. And he's gonna make a play and get out of bounds for a first down. Alvin, you suck.
Being the final play of quarter number 3.
Alvin gets you got owned off of that one there because he just blew that shit. You gotta click the thumbstick and get in there, but Shane makes a nice scramble. So here Shane's gonna run your standard over the middle play, and Alvin Diddley is running man coverage here. He's gonna run the run play. Alvin's gonna slide the line, which is good adjustment. And Shane's going to use a little motion to confuse people and get on.
For one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense.
Cover 3 from Alvin.
Time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum.
Who is ball is life 13?
Every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
Yo, it happens, Shane. It happens. Well, some people, they get their blocks blown up. Shane gets pretty wound up about almost every play in Madden.
Check down, 81. Here we go now. 3-19. Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there.
From the 50, it's Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Shepard.
Shane's got a whopping 55 yards on the ground. That Mabel there, there it is. There's the, they cover the deep, the mid, and the flat side of the field there, thus leaving the other side of the field open on one of those.
That was a really nice play there.
That could have been a disaster. 3rd and 13 here. He's got, what, maybe 2 options. If he knows how to run this, he's going to have... Oh. I'll tell you what. That's a terrible throw. It's right to the safety against cover 3. You don't ever want to go there on a streak. And that's just Alvin.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player.
No, Alvin gets a you suck real quick because he just blew that. He just stank it up hard.
Go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Well, it's 5:50 to go in the 4th, and we have a good one. The crowd here in LA, they're going wild.
On the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense.
Alvin,
they
second
made
and 10, tough spot to be. On second and 10, I hate having it, third and long. It doesn't give you a lot of options because cover 3D, it does take away some deep shit. So you got to, get yourself in second and short situations. Not short like 4, but second and 7. And now Alvin in the third and 11, Shane calling the cover 3 hard flats. It's good D. And no chance for a first down there as soon as you start rolling out. And Alvin's going to go buckle down. He's going to wait through the whole game here.
He held on to it and took a big sack.
He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess
it's a good spot, but you got to know what you're doing and play action. And there's the pick that Alvin should have had. And if Shane's calm about this, there we go. Terrible pass. That's totally boneheaded. Alvin's a ton of PLF stretch nonsense, whatever. It's play action garbage, and it's just can't throw it over the middle. Not to the deep, not to the middle slot receiver there. There's just, you have a bad safety. They're still going to make a play, so it serves him right on that one. And if you call cover 2 versus that bunch set, you better be using that part of the field because that'll open up and people will exploit that shit. You can get away with cover 6 and 4. The safeties bunch a little closer together, but versus cover 2, they will spread out pretty good. Second and 13. If I'm Shane here, I'm probably going to keep running the ball, but he knows Alvin a lot better than I do, so maybe try to catch Alvin with something that he knows that he's going to use or do.
Here's Watson.
Shane takes off on a little scramble. Now, I don't mind that scramble because you get out of the pocket and you immediately get 7 yards. That's not a terrible idea. Where people get in trouble is when they do the Tom Linger. You don't have Amari Cooper.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. And they're definitely showing blitz here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
For Ball's life, I don't know who he is, but this is our Madden 18 Devastation Nation franchise here. We're an online sim league, so we play sim Madden, sim rules, and we've been running for 7 years now, I think. We play 6 seasons of Madden, so this is our 4th season of the franchise. All the teams are a lot different, a lot of trading. The league's really active. We have 32 members, and they all game pretty hard here. We advance the week every 72 hours, and it is like the real NFL all year round here.
Coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school
PS4,
or college,
understandable.
carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill.
I'll say, if you don't want to see some good man football here, this is not this MVP nonsense with 99 rated players. This is guys building their franchises. People get injured. People get drafted. You know, this is the real deal shit right here.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves
you can call and announce games. We have people do that. I have a booth here at the house. This channel, it broadcasts all the games that are played in the league, because there's like 32 individual channels, obviously, on Twitch. But this picks up when guys broadcast. It's kind of like the Red Zone, but it monitors full games. It's kind of like our only network. When we have multiple games at once, this kind of prioritizes
5 out of 9 thus far.
which games are on, and there is some pitcher-in-pitcher support. But Shane, obviously, and Alvin here, they've been in the same division for a few seasons, right? Los Angeles and Seattle, so a little bit of a rivalry here. You know, Shane is the Rams half and half on the chat. You know he wants a W here.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So on 4th down, out trots the
Big
kicker.
play here. He
in a
hits
big
this,
spot
and
here.
he will be in a
This
good
to make it a
spot.
two-score
And
game.
it looks like a perfect field goal.
And Zerline's kick
Nice.
is good.
And
that will
Alvin
extend their
even
lead
made one of
even
those at
further.
the end of the half and
So
changed
his
to a pick,
second
but it
field
looks
goal of
like
the game,
he's
and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat
Shane
it,
needs
and
a
that's
W
not
here.
impossible,
He's,
but here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly.
we have a little delay in the coverage.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This goes out of the back of the end
And
zone.
that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field.
Trying to get the division scores up for you here if you can see them. I don't know if these are, you can see these, but here's the divisions. Shane's in the West.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level.
Alvin going deep on a bomb here, and it's a user slot. I think you should be able to see those. The Rams are 3-2. They're trying to get to 4-2 for Shane would be pretty good. Trying to put Alvin in a hole. Alvin being the Seahawks. For those of you playing the at-home game. Go back to the PCB here. Turn the volume up.
Bridgewater to throw.
Oh, Shane with a big sack. Is that I wonder if that's a blitz there. What goes on?
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
I would like to have seen that again. What play
But every now and then
Shane
you got to know
called.
when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Alvin's going to be stuck at 3rd and 15. This is where, again, people get owned in Madden as they try to get huge plays with just not a lot of they try to get the whole game back, and you really have to systematically take people apart in this game.
Not giving up 2 sacks.
You can't just get it all back with one play. So
now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
crossfire blitz, all right. Shane checking in on the play call. I guess with the week advancing, this channel will probably be pretty active tonight. My wife is going to have my ass off this box here when she wakes up, but I had to work today, which is rare. So I'm on borrowed time. I'm getting Chinese food tonight.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
I mean, again, it's hard to watch people play Madden when they're losing because they just fucking suck it up.
But not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Look at Shane calls an all-out blitz here.
They just continue to mount.
That's why you got to have options on every play. You have to know your man beaters. And Alvin has one on that play.
Once you start getting those numbers up there a little
You got to time man routes right. You got to lob the ball. You got to lead people. You can't throw in the coverage. And I don't know what he does there, but yeah. So I'm getting Chinese food tonight. I'm pretty excited about the situation. I'm a big fan of Chinese chicken wings, so I'm going to get those with some pork fried rice. I'm getting an egg roll. I'm definitely going to get some soup, and I might even get a side of lo mein. It's going to get weird. I might even reach out to my opponent. I think I have Springer here. He's the Bills.
On second down, here's Fournette. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Get a game in.
Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
I have to check to see if there's any other games on here.
They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 14. They'll toss it to Fournette. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
And they will not get a chance.
My bad, you're losing me here. There's a pause. There's 32 seconds to go, and
To return this one as it's through the end zone
Shane
for a touchback.
GG,
The
good
Seahawks
game. I didn't know you
offense
could
now,
do
they
that.
get
It's pretty
ready to
sick.
head back onto the field. They're sort of seeing
Like
themselves
I say, if you
spiral
hashtag
out
your
of
feeds like
control.
Shane
Let's
is
see if
here
they can get
with
things
Nation
back on
Live, this
track.
channel picks up
And
your
this
stuff
is
and you get on the
where
main feed.
The
So
coach is walking that line
anybody out
of
there who has a
being
game
calm
tonight, get on
and
here.
really being firm
The
with his
new
team.
server is up
I had
and
one
running,
tell
and
me
it
once,
is.
when we're having a tough patch,
Besides a little
this too
glitch
shall
on the
pass,
Chrome
this too
browser
shall
earlier
pass,
this
and if
week,
I
it is
keep having
looking
to run
pretty
back,
nice.
he said, but you got to do
So
something to make it pass.
get
That's what
on
they have to do. They
and
gotta get some
get on
control
here,
back,
clip some
get
shit.
themselves
I mean,
He loses the football. It's
what
out,
a
and the
monster,
Rams have got it back.
monster hit there, and there's
That drive
another
wasn't the case of
turnover,
wanting
just
to put
making you
points
feel
on
good
the
about
board.
yourself.
It was needing to.
So I love that.
having to,
Nice
and they
play.
didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
Yeah, you want to
Takeaway,
get on
though,
there
How about those defensive
and
guys?
get after it. We got the kneel down, and
And this little maneuver
I'll
should
stay
do it
on here.
as
I'm
Kessler
sure
goes
that
down to
Shane
a
is
knee.
going to look over his highlights and nonsense if he has time. We see a lot of this replaying of stuff. When I'm done with the game, I usually shut that off real quick, but we do have some viewers or owners that have been known to take their games apart. So we'll see what goes on with that. I mean, I'm good. I'll comment, but I'm definitely gonna be hard at work here doing some nonsense. So I'm about to actually switch this over. I gotta turn the light on. Good game, Shane. Alvin, you did well, and then you stunk it up at the end. So that's why you're gonna be 2-3 or 2-4, whatever you are.